Ladies and gentlemen, and all the people of YouTube, I want to welcome you to the Coastal Carolina Dynasty, our first dynasty here on College Football 25. I cannot lie to you, this took me way longer than I thought on finding a team I wanted to run with here. I had about 4 teams that I was debating seriously hard between, but Coastal Carolina at the end of the day won out. I fell in love with their uniforms. I fell in love with the stadium. The field's a little meh, and you'll see that when we get into our first home game of the year. But something about Coastal Carolina, this felt like the program. This felt like the right choice for me. So that is what we're going to roll with here. So leading our team into this first season is going to be head coach Bobby Mash with one of the best flows I think I've ever seen on a head coach. I mean, that lettuce is beautiful. Looking at the history of Coastal Carolina, as far as at the FBS level goes, there's not a ton of history here. They came into FBS in 2017, so all of this prior was at the FCS level. Now, since coming to the FBS, decently successful. A 3-9 first season, followed by 5-7, 5-7, and then 11-1, 11-2, 9-4, and 8-5. So not a bad start in your top division in college football. Now we are playing in the Sun Belt Conference, so the competition is not the stiffest, but we're going to look to see if we can't change that over the course of this dynasty. We're going to look to move conferences at some point, depending on our success level. So one of my goals here at Coastal Carolina is I want to try and establish the old school style of football. I'm talking smash mouth, run it down your throat, big boy football. So the playbook we're going to be running is going to be kind of based off the pistol. It's more of a hybrid of the pistol and the Navy's offensive playbook. It is going to be very run dominant. Now, we are going to throw the ball, but very rarely are you going to see a guy throw for 300 in this offense. It's not something we're looking to do here. Now, the 4-2-5 defense, we are going to run this. I am a Razorback fan, so I am pretty familiar with this defense. I'm comfortable with it. So I want to start with that. Plus, I feel like finding really good linebackers is kind of hard. So only having to have 2 on the field at one time may actually benefit us in the recruiting. So let's take a look at what we got to work with here at Coastal Carolina. Now, I've got 2 solid quarterback options here. Both guys are transfers, so new to the program. I think we're going to go with redshirt sophomore Ethan Vasco. He's younger, and with us looking to implement our own style here, I feel like we need to go with the young guy so we can mold him in the way that we need. Now, 81 accuracy is not horrible. 92 throw power is actually pretty solid. 193 throw power. His stats here aren't too bad. The deep throw accuracy shouldn't be a problem for us because we're not going to be looking to throw the ball too deep. 93 on the throw power is solid there. 85 awareness, will take that. The play action looks good. Shouldn't put the ball on the turf. He is going to get his chance to carry the ball. And then 81 speed on top of that. I feel like this is going to be our guy for the season. Now, if he's not, we do have another option here in redshirt senior Noah Kemp. Also a transfer that came in here. If Vasco is the struggle, I'm not against putting Kemp in. Take a look at his stats. Accuracy on him is a little better all the way around. Throw power 91, that is more than doable. Awareness is a little lower. Play action is about the same. Carrying is quite a bit lower, so running the ball with him could be a bit of a problem there, and he does not quite have the athletic ability of Vasco. But like I said, with this offense, our goal is to run the mess out of the football. And luckily for us, we've got a pretty solid stable of running backs starting out here at Coastal. Christian Washington is going to be the starting running back here, but we are going to have at least 2, probably 3 of these guys that are going to be running every game. Braden Bennett, I kind of like to look at this guy. He's 2 overall less than Washington, but he's got the size, 6'2", 215. He is a senior, so he's got the experience. And the one that he has over Washington is he's got some speed to him. 91 speed compared to 88 for Christian Washington. At this size, he's going to be the RB2 that's going to get more carries than you would expect from somebody in that spot. Now, as far as the wide receiver room goes here, it is very, very senior heavy. You got 4 seniors in this room, so we're going to have some guys we got to replace after this season. But our top 2 guys, we got a redshirt junior in Jamison Tucker at 6'2", 190. And the guy I'm really excited about here, 6'2", 215, redshirt freshman DeAndre Coleman, former 3-star recruit out of Alabama. He has got the size that you love to see. And being a freshman, we're going to see if we can't develop this guy to be a really, really solid player for us. Catching at 81, spectacular catch at 89. He's going to be somebody we definitely look to target around the red zone. Doesn't have elite speed. None of these wide receivers do. 88, like I said, that's more than enough for somebody at that size, so we're going to take that all day. But our best weapon on offense is going to be 81 overall tight end Kendall Carr, former 3-star out of North Carolina, redshirt senior. He's going to be one of the focal points of this passing game. We're going to be using quite a bit of play action off the run here, so he's going to get his fair share of looks. Hopefully somebody that our young quarterback can really lean on here in this first season. Now, I feel pretty good about the skill positions in the quarterback here, but the offensive line, this is where the worries start to come in. So starting at left tackle, we got a redshirt sophomore, 69 overall, Nick Del Grande. At left guard, we got a senior, 73 overall, Zach Elam. At center, we got a junior, 82 overall, Sawyer Gorham Welch. Another senior at right guard, and Donovan Manson. And then at right tackle, a redshirt senior, 78 overall, Tyler Wagner. So that's 3 senior starters on this offensive line, which means we're going to have to recruit because the guys behind them, there's not a lot of depth in this offensive line. So that is going to be a struggle in year 2 for sure. So if we can try to get at least one solid 3-star coming into this recruiting class on the offensive line, I think it's about as good as we can hope for. Now on defense, this is where we have the best player on our roster. 89 overall, Matthew McDoom at cornerback. He's a redshirt junior, former 3-star out of Florida at 5'11", 170. Doesn't exactly have the best size. He's not going to be the most physical corner in the world, which is okay because I don't see us running a lot of press man in this defense. It's going to be very zone heavy. We don't really have the guys up front to get to the quarterback, so we're going to need to sit in that zone and kind of hope and pray a little bit. But if we're going to get some turnovers with this defense, Matthew McDoom is going to be the guy that's going to have to do it for us. In the middle of this defense is going to be a redshirt sophomore middle linebacker, Trey Brown out of Margate, Florida. 74 overall, pretty solid player. All of our linebackers are right about the same in that low 70s overall range. But being a sophomore, he should develop pretty nicely for us here. So we're going to keep him in the middle of that defense, let him hold it down. One of the biggest weaknesses on this defense, though, is going to be the interior of the defensive line. We have Will Whitson at 76 overall, who is a redshirt senior. Matt Shikatano behind him should develop okay. I hope he's a redshirt sophomore. But other than that, there's really nothing to like here. So we're going to have to recruit this defensive line pretty heavy. The ends aren't terrible right now, but like I said, it is Braylon Ryan, a senior at right end, and as well as a senior at left end, and Clinton Nakwuru. So defensive line is going to be a heavy focal point in this first recruiting class. We really don't have a choice in that matter because, like I said, behind them, it's not great. Which is really about what you expect at a 1.5-star school. There's not going to be a ton of depth here. So it's going to be on us to build this up. Hopefully we play well enough in this first season that we can get some recruits interested in us here. But it's going to be tough sledding. On the East Coast, in the Carolinas, there's a ton of great schools around us here. We are going to have to battle with some heavy hitters to get some solid prospects. All right, so we're taking a look at the recruiting board here before we jump off into the season. And I got to be honest, finding wide receivers at the 2- and 1-star level, this is going to be a difficult process. I'm not really finding anybody who looks to be a solid athlete. Now, we may have found our first one here. 87 acceleration. Show me good speed. That's all I'm asking. Just show me the good speed. 90. Okay. All right. So we found a 2-star that looks like a player. I had 4 guys on the board before I simulated into week 1 that I had to remove all of them. Not a single one was over 83 speed. It was an abomination to look at. So they're all off the board now. We added 3 more. We're going to see if we can find anybody worth keeping. And we got 1. 82 acceleration scares me. I don't feel like he's going to be the guy. I think we're going to have to leave him be. What do we got here? Show me something. Where's my bar? Can't see it. Okay, it's all the way down there. Oh my God. Okay, so we've got 1 wide receiver who looks like he's going to cut the mustard. That's so sad. And the unfortunate part is we jumped on him a week late. So App State's got to jump on us already. We got to get the scholarship in there. We might as well contact friends and family. I hate to throw 25 points at a 2-star like this, but we don't really have a choice right now. So looking at some of the other guys we are offering here, we got Manny Iambadeo. He is a right guard out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. We're second on his board. We're fighting with ECU right now. South Carolina's on the list as well, which makes me really nervous. So we're going to throw some stuff at him if we're going to get that one done. If we can't get him, we got a nice backup option here in Dwayne Sidney. I want to finish scouting him just to see what he ends up being, and he is a bust. That is a bit unfortunate. Run block at 58. I really don't want to commit to this guy at all because, I mean, pass block at 69, it's fine, but he's not built for what we want to do here. So unfortunately, we're going to take him off the board. Got a nice 3-star right tackle here in Matt Tompkins. He's got the 70 in the run block, 88 strength, so looks really solid there. Run block power is 77. So this is a guy we're going to have to focus on for the tackle position. We're going to go ahead and I think we're third. Yeah, we're third on his board behind Liberty and ECU. ECU is really going after quite a few guys that we're looking at here. We'll throw the 50 on him. I can't get crazy this week. Now, this is another one. John Nicholson, he's a 4-star outside linebacker. He was a bust, but I'm gonna be honest, he looks like he might come in and be better than anything we've got in the backup role right now. And everybody's offered him. So everybody's seeing something they like apparently, and we're gonna keep him on the board. You got another right tackle here. Once again, one of these, he's not really built for what we want to do. He's only got 61 of the run block, 70 pass block. We may keep him on the board. Maybe not, I don't know. Probably not. We did find a 2-star defensive tackle we kind of like though. Zuri Cash here, 2-star out of Bamberg, South Carolina, 74 power moves, 84 strength, 76 tackle. Looks kind of promising here. I don't even know if I want to worry about finishing the scouting on him. We're tops on his board. We're the only team to offer him. So I will take that. We're not even gonna, we got the 5 on him. We're just gonna keep it at that. I'm not gonna really go crazy until somebody else throws an offer his way. I'm learning that with only 400 hours, we're having to be a little judicious about how we dish these hours out. So another one here, I really like Ron Adai. He's an athlete, but he is a defensive end power rusher. What I would assume be a defensive end at 287. I hope he's not a defensive tackle at 287. But it looks solid. 88 strength, 80 speed. This is what makes me think he's a defensive end. He's a pretty solid athlete. 83 acceleration as well. So it's definitely somebody we're going to throw some points out here. We got 25 on him already. May actually have to up that because I don't know if we're going to crack this board before he locks everybody out of top 8. And one guy I'm pretty excited about right here. I want to finish scouting him just because I want to see what his speed is. But this is Johnny Osborne. He is a 3-star scrambling quarterback out of South Carolina. 90 throw power. The accuracies are not crazy good, but let's see if the speed can make up for it here. We've already got 30 hours going towards him because we're not on his board yet, but he's the only quarterback I'm really scouting right now. So 82 speed, that's not bad. That's really not bad. It's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be, but that's definitely enough. And then Melvin Lanier. I haven't made up my mind on this guy yet. I want to scout him one more time just to finish him off. And he's going to be a bust as well. Okay, so that makes me a little more nervous about going out there. Only 66 hit power, 66 play rec as well. Solid pursuit, solid tackling, decent acceleration. So he's a pretty good athlete at 309. It's another one of these though, like even though he's a bust, it's like you almost have to keep him on the recruiting board just because we don't have good depth behind these guys. We're gonna throw a 10 spot at him. Virginia's the only team that's offered him outside of us. We'll see if that puts us on the board. I'm not going crazy after that. Emmett G, this is a tight end that I would really like to land right here. Okay, I mean, I don't know what it is with the bust. We're finding all of them in this recruiting class apparently, but he's a vertical threat with good size, 76 catching, 85 speed. So I think his awareness is what's really dragging him down here. We are behind South Carolina. They are offering him. So if they like him, I'm not going to shy away because we want to try to out recruit South Carolina. Probably not going to happen in too many cases, but see if we can make it happen here. And the last guy I really want to take a look at, this is Ralph Vincent, 3-star running back out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Now we are 3rd on his board. We're behind South Carolina and NC State. And he's not really the prototypical back that I'm looking for in this system. He's only 5'9", 191. His speed is not terrific at 88. For somebody that size, you'd like to see 90 plus. But because there's a good chance that Balthazar is going to transfer and we are losing one of our running backs because he's a senior, we need to get one in here. I think we're going to give this guy a run. We still have Christian Washington for at least one more season after this. So our starter will be here. So let's throw 25 at Ralph Vincent, see if we can land him. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw these last 50 hours we got. We're going to send the house at Ian Badeo and see if we can jump to number 1 on his board. This is the right guard that we want. So, I mean, we got to try to make this happen here. I mean, I say we want him. We haven't fully scouted him yet, but we're going to make a concerted effort that this might actually be our guy. We've got to land some offensive linemen. So regardless of scouting him fully or not, looking at what we've got on the board, we're going to have to go after this kid. And truthfully, when you look at what our school does well, we're not really in a position to be too picky. I mean, we just got to get bodies here. We're losing 21 guys who are seniors after this season and can realistically lose a few more to the transfer portal. So you're looking at probably replacing 25 guys on this roster. We're going to have to recruit well. So we're going to have to take what we can really get. As long as they look somewhat promising, we're going after them. So let's simulate into the first week here. We're going to see if we land any of these guys. I highly doubt it. And then that'll be where we get off. All right, so Osborne locked us out. That's the QB we wanted. That sucks. Yeah, looking at our risk of transfers here, you got Balthazar, you got Matthew McDoom, which makes me super nervous. And then Ethan Vasco, our starting quarterback, is a high risk of transfer as well. We're also losing Noah Kim because he's a senior after this year. So if Vasco transfer, we're left with a big hole to fill at the QB position. All right, so let's take a look at this recruiting board one more time before we get out of here on this episode. We'll wrap up the preseason edition with this one right here. And then week 2, we'll come back with week 1 of action at Jacksonville State. We're probably gonna double upload today too. So Be on the lookout for that video later this evening because we're probably gonna have both of them going up today. So Manny Iambadeo, the 50 hours worked because we are way up on his board now, which makes me nervous because I feel like he might be trash, but at least that's a promising start. Matt Tompkins, same thing. We're up pretty good on him now. John Nicholson, we're still trailing behind. I don't think we're catching any of these 3 schools ahead of us, but what we may do is take some of the hours up Iambadeo and put it to Nicholson and see if we can jump up in the top 3. He hasn't locked out top 8 yet, so see how high we can get up on his board before he actually starts locking teams out here. All right, Troy Sneed, we're second on his board. We didn't put any hours towards him. I may end up taking him off the board altogether because in all honesty, at 61 run blocking, I don't think he's somebody we want to end up bringing in here. All right, Zuri Cash, looking good on him right now. Travis Wild, the 3-star strong safety, we're up on him. Norwood, we're trailing Charlotte here. We didn't put anything towards him. We may do that now. He actually, I mean, he doesn't look horrible. Let's finish scouting him real quick, see what we got. 81 acceleration, 73 pursuit, 78 speed. Not bad. 76 tackling. Okay, I mean, that's for a 1-star, it's not bad at all. Ron Adai, still have not jumped on his board. Ralph Vincent. All right, this is the 3-star running back we were really wanting, and we are up on him pretty good. Emmett G, the tight end, not looking terrific here. May have to add some more time on him. We're up on Mac Jennings. We're still the only team that's offered him. Lanier, not on his board yet. Delisi Hand, not on his board. Like I said, Osborne locked us out, so let's go ahead and remove him. And then Morgan Lowe. Okay, we'll take that. We jumped up high on the 1 receiver we found that's actually worth anything. We're gonna have to find a couple more wide receivers. That's the unfortunate part of this. All right, 3 more guys we're adding to the board here. We're gonna scout these kids, see if they're gonna be anything for us here. Calvin Duke, 3-star scrambler archetype quarterback. He's listed as an athlete currently. He has got a ton of schools on his board that are not offering him. We're going to take a look and see if he is going to be worth an offer. And 87 throw power makes me a little nervous. 81 acceleration is stupid fast though. And okay, 91 speed on top of that. Yeah, this kid is most definitely getting an offer. I don't know why anybody hasn't yet. He's 6'4", 201. Yeah, for sure getting an offer. All right, Cesar Valeno. This is a 3-star wide receiver out of Miami. Currently no offers on him as well. Let's scout him and see what we got. All right, 74 catching traffic, 99 speed. Good Lord, how are you not being offered anything? Sir, I think we will. And the last one we're gonna look at here, Greg Conklin, another 3-star wide receiver out of Florida, 6'3", 210. Tell me something promising here. 80 catching, I like that already. 92 speed, love it, love to see it. Okay, I think we just found 3 guys here that look super promising, and because nobody else is offering, we're just going to throw 10 hours on each guy just to see what it looks like going in next week. Except for, no, you know what, except for Volano, he's getting more than 10 hours. I'm sorry, 99 speed. Yeah, you're getting at least 25 hours, sir. All right, I think we're going to wrap up the first episode here of the Coastal Carolina Dynasty, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to follow along this season. Like I said, we're going to be double uploading today. We're going to have the first game coming at you later this evening. So subscribe, come back and check out that video. See if we can get off on the right foot here. Going on the road to Jacksonville State. We'll see. Could be messy. Hopefully not. But other than that, guys, I will catch y'all in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.